Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout Wasteland Warfare, our continued New Hope settlement mode. And today we're going to be doing the most voted for quest on the last video. Apologies for a little delay over Christmas. But we're going to do the settlement step first, obviously. So we have our settlement sheet down here. We have 130 caps to play with. We have 5 items and we can take 1 with us into the next battle and we can retain 3 at the base. So we're going to have to lose stuff. The Hunter's Hunting Rifle is going to come with us into battle, so we're going to lose the Comfort Grip because apparently I can't use it anyway unless you have a certain perk. So that is going to be discarded, and we're going to store the Incendiary Rifle, the Stimpack, and the Stealth Boy. Simple enough. So the 130 caps we have, I think I want to future-proof us a little bit, and I'm going to spend all of it, 100 on a Water Purifier, which provides 12 water to the settlement, because that seems like a good idea, and then 30 on a Crop Field, which allows you to use the crafting station stuff here to draw certain cards. So you need to have crop fields to do the food related ones, food and drink related ones. So I think that's a good future proofing because all that kind of stuff requires water. So that's what I'm spending the 130 caps on. Nothing else yet, but we do have the Ranger Outpost. So we get to do a free Explorer card. So I have the deck right here. I'm just going to cut it randomly and we're just going to do this. We're going to do this one, which is Raiders Camp. Buyers examine the merchandise. Cages full of desperate looking souls. One says they'll help you if freed. Either walk away, in which case you trash the card, or free them, pay cap. I really should draw these before I decide to spend money. As thanks, they would offer medical services. Sadly, I'm now penniless again, so we can't do anything with that card. That is a shame. Again, I must learn the lesson. Do the Explore card first before you spend every single cap your settlement has. But anyway, let's go over the quest we'll be doing today. Quest 10, help a brotherhood out. 200 caps for a win and 120 caps for a loss. The Brotherhood of Steel are active in the general area but aren't very familiar with the ruins around New Hope settlement. Aspirant Goddard has been following a strange weak electronic signal and has pinpointed it to somewhere nearby. He's evasive regarding the purpose of the signal, but he's hired your group as guides so you can track down the source. So you've hopefully just heard the quest overview. Oh, dog cameo. Nope, never mind, she moved. We're going to be joined by Aspirant Goddard, and this is kind of a new twist on one of the scenarios that come in the core scenario booklet to teach you the game, where Aspirant Goddard is looking for a journalist. It's kind of like my own twist on that. So he's joining as a guest. He's wearing his T60 power armor and he's using a laser pistol. However, because of the nature of the mission, he won't be doing much fighting, but we'll cover that once we go into the specifics. First of all, quickly to go over what everyone is using. Our Sole Survivor Loner, 10mm pistol, machete, and he's bringing the Hunter's Hunting Rifle as the one item I'm allowed to bring, the other than standard equipment. We have Dogmeat Scout, Pennyworth, our Mr. Handy, our Settler with a pipe rifle, our Scavenger with a pipe pistol, and our Free Tech with a shotgun, double-barreled shotgun. No, combat shotgun, sorry, wrong one. So, they're the core, as per usual, hopefully going to do better than last time. And Goddard is here with us, but he's got his own reasons for being here. So, we'll cover the specifics for the mission now. So you may have seen some of the enemies on the map already. It's just creatures. There is 3 mole rats scattered around and also 3 ghouls. Not weak ones, just normal ones. So there's the other one there, and then there's a mole rat. I think he's hiding behind this. And then there's 3 ghouls. 1, 2, 3. So the victory condition for this mission is that Goddard follows the signal and makes it to this bunker right here and is still alive at the end of turn 4. I was umming and ahhing as to whether or not to make this a 4 round or a 5 round. If you're doing your own variation of this, you can try 5 rounds, see how you do. And it's also going to replicate the worst kind of mission that you can ever find in a video game. It's a escort mission. So we're going to start kind of in this corner down here, orange in, and every turn Goddard is going to make 2 moves straight for that bunker. He only cares about the signal. He's not explaining why. If he dies, we lose. So our goal is to keep up with him while also trying to keep the monsters off of him. So he will, if he gets entirely surrounded, he will fight. But if he's not utterly surrounded, he'll always break away. He'll always double move. He'll always try and get away till he gets to that bunker. Then he'll do nothing because he's preoccupied. So lose condition, he dies. Win condition, at the end of about round 4, he's alive and we can get out with a reward. There's some items to potentially grab. Might not have time depending, so let's see how they set up. So I have deployed my team, and I specifically kept them within black from this corner up there, and then orange up like that. So it's just a little square here. It'll probably take Goddard 2 turns to just get to the bunker, if he doesn't get entirely swarmed, that is. And if you're doing your own version of this mission, obviously tweak as necessary. As to the turn limit you want to set for it, and also the enemies. Normal ghouls are pretty tough in terms of, I think they've got 6 HP, or maybe they don't, but hang on, I can check. I keep on forgetting. No, they only have 4 HP, but they do have strength 6. So they hit prey easily, and they also do rad damage, so they're pretty deadly against people. The mole rats, they're there as fodder. Maybe a bit too easy, could have maybe put in some rad roaches or something like that. I'm always umming and ahhing over how difficult to make it, and coming off the back of a pretty substantial loss. Maybe I went a bit too easy on the team this time. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's jump into battle round 1. The creatures technically should go first because there's less of them. However, because they don't know we're here yet, I'm going to start with Goddard doing his first double move. So Aspirant Goddard realised that the signal was coming from a nearby roadside bunker, and he just ploughed straight on in his stompy power armour. Yellow, double move forwards, which puts him in the danger zone of that mole rat, the mole rat that's hiding around here, because remember they don't need line of sight to charge. And it's going to make life difficult for settlers to keep him alive, because they might have to shoot into close combat a lot. Well, right from the off, Goddard is getting into trouble, because via random chance, 1 in 6 chance, it was the mole rat right next to him that was activated. Charged, doesn't need line of sight, digs into the ground, pops out in front of him, red charge distance, and is going to try and bite him. He's taking a green die for his charge bonus. His mole rat bite just gets a yellow thrown in, and he's 3 or less. And that is a success with double armor break. Goddard. So normally Goddard with his big old power armor is 3 plus 1, so he's 1 plus 1 now. Nope, so it's just the super armor that blocks 1 damage, and he's taken 1. His power armor gives him 4 extra health incidentally. He has 8 in total, 4 of it is the power armor. So once he's taken 4, it'll break. Well, I think I'm going to go with the sole survivor now. He's moved up once, and then for his other action he's going to fire his hunter's rifle into the combat here to try and take out that mole rat nice and quick. So the hunter's hunting rifle at blue range is double yellow. The black gets thrown in because he's shooting at a creature, the mole rat, although Goddard is at risk here. Normally he needs a 7 or less, I believe. Sorry, no, a 5 or less, but it's a 7 because he's shooting into combat, so it's easier to hit. And he does indeed with a quick action, a bonus damage point, and a broken armor. But I need to see who he's hitting. 1 in 3 will be the mole rat. Oh dear, he hit Goddard. Well, so Goddard loses 1 point of armor, so he's at 2 plus 1. He blocked a total of 3, and the damage is, including the bonus, also 3. So thank goodness he blocked it all, but not a good start. I think that might be indicative of how this is going to go luck-wise again. So the feral ghoul up here at the back has heard the fighting and it's gotten his interest, so he has double moved and is heading towards the ruckus. He is quite close to Goddard, but more close hopefully to being able to get shot a little bit by my team to stop them getting in too close, because if he gets swarmed by 2 ghouls, I honestly think they could kill him pretty easily. My settler with the bolt action pipe pistol is going next. She's moving up once, and then she's going to fire down range with her not her hunting rifle, her bolt action pipe rifle, as I just said, into the ghoul that just moved into range. It's long though, so it's just a single black die, and she is needing 6s or less. Well, that's good. It's just doing the base damage of 2, but that's fine. Ghouls have 1 physical armor. Yep, 1 physical armor, which he did block, so the ghoul's taken 1 damage and has 3 left. The mole rat that was next to the barrels there decided it was time to come explore and see what was going on. He moved once, and then that put him in charge distance to poor Aspirant Goddard. So he has made it in, and he'll be taking a black die for his charge bonus if he gets to attack next turn. I activated the free tech next. He moved up and he's going to blast one of those mole rats, fingers crossed, with his shotgun. In red range, it's 2 black dice and a skill die. Normally it's 3 or less because he's a terrible shot, but because he's shooting into combat it's 5 or less. Here we go. 8. That would be a miss. That's a shame. It was the mole rat that was quietly minding his own business on the opposite flank of the battlefield that activated next. He's coming around for a sneaky flanking manoeuvre with a double move here, kind of putting him in aggression range towards Dogmeat and Pennyworth. The scavenger was next up for my group, moved up once yellow and then is going to fire his pipe pistol range black into this combat here, aiming for that mole rat. So normally he would need a poultry 3, but it's up to 5. And he got, that was a 9, I knocked it to a crit sadly. Yeah, oh wow, he missed 2. Second last creature to activate was the other ghoul that was over by those barrels there. He wants to get in there, so he double moved. This is starting to become a problem because we are getting swarmed a lot earlier than I realised it would happen. So the second last for my team was Pennyworth. He moved normally once, which is range red for him, and then he charged his green into combat with the mole rat that was trying to flank. He'll take a black die as his charge bonus, I think. And last up for the creatures was the ghoul that was right in front of the bunker that Aspirant Goddard is so obsessed with. Double move, and again creating this very, very dangerous cluster. So I've just got Dogmeat to go now. So Dogmeat sadly can't get into charge radius in one action, so he had to move first. He's charge range blue though, so I didn't bother putting that down. He can easily make it into combat with any of them, really. Actually, maybe we should go in with the ghoul to keep the ghoul separate from Goddard. Yeah, actually, I've changed my mind live. Just to keep those ghouls locked down, because they'll target him and he'll be a little bit of cannon fodder, because we have to let Goddard try and slip around, I think, in Battle Round 2. Well, certainly not a great Battle Round 1. I think only one shot from my team landed. Let's see what event is going to be applying to Battle Round 2. Cut the deck, swap it, or flip it rather. Black Mountain Radio, you're listening to Radio Free, can't read that from here, Utopithia, alright, I see. Bringing truth to Utopithians 24 hours a day. Welcome. So in other words, nothing. So Battle Round 2 is going to get started with Aspirant Goddard's turn, and he wants to break away from combat, which means both those mole rats are going to take a free hit at him. The outnumbered bonus still applies presumably, so normally it would just be the yellow, but the outnumbered bonus is a green, and one of them is going to take that black die, but we'll do the other one first. They need 3s normally, so it's down to 1s thanks to the debuff of hitting a running away target. First one missed, and then we'll just quickly grab a black die, and then the other one will move in. And he does successfully land a hit for 2 extra that's 3 damage coming in against Goddard. So no loss of defense though, so he's 3 plus 1. Ah, he only blocked 1 of it? What's the mole rat? Oh no, the mole rat base damage is 1, so he took 2 more though. His power armor's almost broken already. So for the creatures, it was the mole rat who had the charge bonus but used it when Goddard broke away to activate. Closest target that he wants to devour is Dogmeat, so he charged into him and now he's going to try and bite him. Normal bite again is just the yellow, but Dogmeat's outnumbered for the green and his charge bonus is throwing in a black. This could be bad for the poor doggo, and it's 3s. We'll still count that even though it fell out because it doesn't matter, because that's an 8. He missed. Alright, no more playing around. This is where it's turning serious. The Sole Survivor is who I'm going to choose to activate. He's cracking out that Hunter's Hunting Rifle. He's going to shoot some mole rats, I think. Starting with the one that is no longer engaged. Normally at close range, which is range blue, 2 yellow dice. Black die thrown in because he's shooting a creature, and it's 5s. First shot is a 5 with an armor break. They only have 1 armor. Yep. 2 extra damage means he's doing 4 damage. That mole rat is no more rat. He just got splatted. And now he's going to do the same again, fingers crossed, at this one, right here. Again, 5s. Oh wait, no, he's shooting into combat, so this is 7s or less. Oh, he insta-failed. That's maybe for the best. So next up for the creatures was the ghoul that was unengaged. He charged in as an action into poor Dogmeat, who's now just getting absolutely swarmed. The ghoul swipe is a black and a green die. Dogmeat is outnumbered for that extra green, and that extra black is the charge bonus. This could potentially be super, super nasty. The ghoul needs 6 or less. They hit very well, especially when they crit. Oh no. So that's 2 extra damage with an armor break. Their base damage is 2 normal damage plus 1 rad damage. Okay, Dogmeat. 2 base armor. He's currently 2 plus 1 because he's got the unique unit super armor. So he blocked 1 plus 1. He blocked 2 damage. His super armor goes away. So the base damage is 2, and one of them becomes radiation because he has no radiation defense. He's very weak to rads rather. So because Dogmeat is definitely going to get attacked by one more ghoul, and maybe that one over there as well, I'm going to activate him before he never gets a turn. I'm going to take out the mole rat because the mole rat's easy to kill, I think. So his first bite's going to be against him, and I don't think I marked a charge bonus for him in the first turn because he didn't attack because he couldn't. So I'm putting in the extra black die for a charge bonus against the mole rat, hoping for an easy kill here. Shouldn't have said that before rolling 6s. It's a crit. I think that busts his arm open as well, yeah. But it's probably not going to matter because he's doing 3 damage against 1 armored. Wait, don't they only have 2 health? Yeah, he's already dead, but let's see what he would have blocked 1 anyway. But the mole rat is gone. So that is 2 of the 3 mole rat threat dealt with. He has 1 more action left though, and breaking away seems pointless, so we'll lose the charge bonus. And we'll just do a dog bite against the ghoul that has not activated yet. 6s. That is a success. With a quick action and a lot of bottle caps. Did they do anything? They take away Overwatch. Doesn't matter. Ghouls have 1 physical armor. Blocked none of it, so the ghoul took 2 of his 4 health. So I'm glad I went with Dogmeat because via random chance it is that ghoul that's activating and it's just going to take 2 swipes at him. Oh, need an extra green because of his outnumbered bonus, and it's 6s, or is it 5s? No, it is 6s, they're good at hitting too. First hit, that's a 9, it comes down to an 8, so that's a miss, thankfully. The doggo has a chance. And that's a critical fail. Absolutely great. Okay, so Dogmeat is going to live this turn probably. Alright, let's see if this free tech can earn his dinner, because I'm pretty sure he has not ever landed a hit. So he's moving up there, he is shooting into this combat specifically at the wounded ghoul with 2 damage on him. So normally he's 3s, but because he's shooting into melee that's 5s. Double black. And that's a crit fail, unfortunately. But with a quick action, what can he do with a quick action? He can prepare. That actually is important, because if that ghoul moves into combat, he'll get a trigger on that. So yeah, he will prepare. Well, it is the sole surviving mole rat that activated, and he's just going to engage in felonious assault with Pennyworth. So it's just a simple skill die plus the yellow, which I just dropped, so I'll need to grab the other one. There we go. First attack, 3s or less, that would be a no on a 6. And 1 more bite on his metal, and that's an insta-fail, which is just as well, because it would have done extra damage. So knowing for sure that last ghoul is the next thing to activate for the creatures, I moved my settler up and she's going to take a pot shot with her bow action pipe rifle. Try and do some damage, or more damage, before it goes in against Dogmeat. Beyond range green, so it's just the black die, and she insta-failed with a quick action. Can she overwatch as well? Go on and prepare. She absolutely can, so she will as well, because that ghoul is going to move into combat with either him or Dogmeat, and that will trigger both those prepares. So yeah, that ghoul is just charging into combat. It's going to trigger both those prepares. He's into combat, as in close combat, so presumably the +2 they would get for them being in combat is balanced out by the -2 of doing a quick action, so it's just their skill roll. At close range now, so I'm going with the settler first. That's the close range for the bow action pipe rifle, and it's just her base stat of 6. And she got it with 2 extra damage. Unfortunately now she needs to see who she hits though, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 I guess, because you have to dish it out evenly. So that was 1, 2, 3. She hit that one. So 1 armor, and we'll roll this again. It did block 1, so it took 2, but it's already got 2 damage. So she actually accidentally, potentially semi on purpose, took out the wrong ghoul. Now him is just going to be the skill die plus 2 black dice. Does he hit on a 3 or less? He does not. And then we actually do the ghoul's strike, which is green, black, green for outnumbered, black for charge. 6s against poor Dogmeat, and he got it, and he got him good. Armor break for 1, putting him at 1 damage, 1 armor, sorry, which he did not block, so he took a full 2 plus 1 rad damage. He's still alive. So we've actually managed to thin the herd pretty well this turn, so there's only 2 activations left for me, and I'm going to go with Pennyworth of those 2. He's got the black die charge bonus, just the yellow die thrown in for his Mr. Handy Buzzsaw. 6s or less to smack that mole rat in the face. And he got an 8 that came down to a 7. That would have been an easy kill. His other attack, without the charge bonus, is an insta-fail. This robot is going to get scrapped. Alright, last up for the turn is my scavenger. He's going to shoot into that melee because Dogmeat's going to die anyway, so I might as well take the chance of potentially hitting him. He's aiming for the ghoul that's already been damaged, and he's needing 5s. Yes, with the bonus applied 5s. And that's an insta-fail. Ouch! Okay, end of the round. Alright, we come to the event that will then apply to the next battle round 3. We're going to take this one. Lurking fog crawler, that can't be good. The howl of a fog crawler passing through the region echoes somewhere nearby. Of the models within red of a battlefield edge, that might be Pennyworth and the Mole Rat. Randomly select one to test luck. Oh no, I think Goddard might be as well. Okay, before we carry on with this, let me measure who's within red. Alright, carrying on with this card. Goddard, Soul Survivor, Pennyworth and the Mole Rat. They're all within red of the edge. So I'll roll the armor die. Whoops. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4 up the table. See who it's affecting. It's affecting the Soul Survivor. Well, he's got a good chance of living. So what does he need to do? Test luck. If successful, randomly select another one until it fails. Until all the models are passed. When a model fails, it is moved directly to the edge and is resolved 2 damage plus a black die. Alright, his luck stat is... Where's his card? There's his card. His luck is 4. He's not so lucky. He passed though, alright? We'll reroll a 2 if it happens again, which it did. It rolled off the table, but it got a 4, so that is the Mole Rat. How much luck can a Mole Rat possibly have? 2. It failed, so the Mole Rat gets dragged away from combat by the claws of a fog crawler and takes 2 plus... takes 3 damage, and I dropped the armor die. Even if he blocks it, he's dead. They only have 2 health. So yeah, as we go into battle round 3, that fog crawler just helped me out. So battle round 3 was started by Aspirant Goddard doing his charge up, well, double move really, but he's moving with intention, and he made it to the bunker. Whatever it is that he's doing, he's now doing it. He doesn't care about anything else that's going on. It's looking good that he's going to survive though, and that's all that really matters to my group of settlers. So now it's over to one of the ghouls though. They're going to pick on the doggo. So of the 2 ghouls, it is the uninjured one that activated, and he is going to smack Dogmeat with the outnumbered bonus thrown in, needing 6s. First hit. Oh dear. Well, that's through, and no armor. Oh yes, 1 armor break, so Dogmeat's got 1 armor, which he does not block. So that's 3 damage, and then 1 of it's converted, but I don't think that matters. How much health does he have? He has 6, and he's at 4 currently. Yep. Dogmeat is out of there, which does mean that he has another action. So he would charge to the next closest, which I would say is the free tech. So he's charging in there. Well, I'm going to look at this as a blessing and go with the Soul Survivor there, who thankfully didn't get dragged away by a fog crawler earlier. He's going to shoot at the ghoul that hasn't activated yet, because now he's in the open. Point blank, extra black die thrown in because he is a creature needing 5s or less. That is a 6 that comes down to a 5 for 1 extra damage. 3 damage coming in against 1 armor. He blocked none of it, took 3, he has 1 on him. He is out of there. So there's only 1 ghoul left on the map, so this may end up being more abrupt than I thought. He's going to fire at the melee combat, because if he hits the free tech, who cares? You didn't hear that from me though. And he did with a double armor break, so 1 and 3 is the ghoul. He did hit the ghoul, all its armor's gone, so he's done 2 damage to it. And he has 2 health left. Well, it's just my team that gets to go now. We're actually kind of wrapping this up, so I'm going to take this opportunity to do some target practice. The settler is going to fire into the melee combat, and she might hit the free deck, but again, you didn't hear it from me, but she needs 8s, and she definitely got it. 1 or 3 is the goal. She is hitting the goal for 2 damage, and he has 1 armor. He did block 1, so he's taken 1 more, which puts him at 3 of his 4 health. She shall fire again, and she got a crit again. Why are you suddenly really good at shooting? 1 and 3 is the goal. Okay, she's hitting the goal. 1 armor. Oh wait, no, 1 armor break. He's just taken 2, which means that the goal is down, and that means there is no more threats left on the table. I didn't get the chance to loot a single thing, unfortunately, but Aspirant Goddard can safely, with his barely hanging on power armor, finish what he was doing, and we can collect our pay. So satisfied with how things went, Aspirant Goddard paid us our 200 caps and then abruptly left with whatever it was he discovered. At least that puts us in good standing with the Brotherhood of Steel going forwards, because if we had failed this, that might have been a little bit nasty. So now we need to roll for the next choice of quests to pick from in the comments. We're halfway through the season, We have done half of the available quests, so there'll probably be quite a few rerolls here, but let's see. 5, have we done 5? We have indeed. We've done 5, stop giving me 5. That's 9, we haven't done 9. I don't know if we've heard what 9 is yet, so 9 is one of them. And that's 9 again. This dice is broken. That's 9 again, this dice is broken. That's 10, which we just did. 2, we haven't done 2. So 2 and 9. So here are your options to vote for in the comments. If you want to see Quest 2, that is called the Psycho Sniper. And if you want to see Quest 9, that, we haven't heard, there's an option yet. It's called If You Want to Make an Omelette, ... So vote for which one you want to see, and I'll see you for that one next time. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Ta-ta for now.